What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a wonderful week. Let's say hi to everybody. What's up, mate? Yes, you were first. Ginger, I'm glad you're happy that Wicked's World's back. That means a lot. Jose Taco, hello. Lucifer the Doberman. King's Advisors, what's up, Kings? Psychotic Mongoose. Shane G. Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave. I mean, hi. Nice. I'm actually gonna talk about Tombstone today because I watched it all the way through for the first time last week, few days ago. I don't know. The days just kind of meld together. Faithful Geek, Digital Man Dave, Captain Nova, Smallville Man, hello. Mountain Mutt, lost my place here. Faithful Geek, I think I may have already said hi, but hello again. Andrew Thomas, Adam, Saw, Mad Saint Jack, Mary R. How are you, Mary? Brandon Blair, Mark of Reality. Thank you for the member message. Mark's been a member for 21 months. Wow, almost 2 years. Holy moly. Wicked's World is back. Yes, it is. Jose Taco. Oh, that's okay. I think there's a way for people to like if you have a universal annual pass, there's a perk where you can go early on certain days. So I just might do that. Zencat, hi. Andrew's filming for the minor league baseball team right now. Nice. Oh, tonight. Oh, it's tonight and you're filming it right now. Gotcha. Nice. What's up, Hertz? Okay, I think we got everybody. So today's been a good day. It's been a pretty good week too. I couldn't believe this is gonna be one of the first things we talk about here because uh growing up I was a huge Power Rangers fan. I mean, I hate that you can never see it because the way the light glares on it, but that picture right here is actually Jason David Frank, Green Ranger. So happy I had the chance to meet him. But you guys may have heard this news. I seen something on Instagram actually. Was the first place I seen it. Walter Jones actually posted about it. We'll get to that in a second. But one of the Power Ranger writers here, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers writers. What's up, Soul Assassin? Hi, Hokies. So, Power Rangers writer says it was a mistake to cast Black and Asian actors as Black Ranger and Yellow Ranger. None of us were thinking stereotypes. This is a very silly comment to make. First of all, saying mistake, no, because both of them were iconic. I mean, everyone loved Trini and Zach. And kids don't think about stuff like that. Shocker to some of these people that are always just trying to push a message and be so diverse. Back in the 90s, who would have thunk no one was thinking about that stuff? They just hired people because they were good for the part. I'm going to pull up Walter, actually, right here, the Black Ranger, actually talked about this on a podcast. I don't know if this when was this article? Like, when did this go? This was April 8th? Okay, so this is fairly new. He talked about it right away. Um, wasn't the Red Ranger Indian? I don't know. I thought Austin St. John was just white, but I could be wrong. He looks white to me. I think he's just white. I've seen him at cons. I actually didn't go up to him and get his autograph, but, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he is. But yeah, I'll play the little clip. I'm glad that he put it up on his Instagram. I had to look into it after that. I wanted to find an article and Variety had one. So I feel like this is so silly. One, this is a kids show, right? And they hired them because of their talents. They were good for the part and they don't do that anymore. That's why they're always thinking like, wait, we got to make sure we're diverse. We're like, just can you imagine that back then they actually hired people who were just good for the role no matter how they looked? It's insane. Crazy, but here, let's get into this article and then I will play the clip in the comments that Walter Jones has about this. So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers head writer Tony Oliver admits the new investigation discovery series Hollywood Demons. I think I seen that in Max. I think that's on HBO Max. I was thinking about watching it, but I'm like, I just was not in the mood for it. Not right now. Um, so he says that it was a mistake to cast a black actor to play the Black Ranger and Asian actor to play the Yellow Ranger. The series kicked off in August 1993 on Fox Kids with Walter Emmanuel Jones as Zach Taylor, the first Black Ranger, and Toy Trang as Trini Kwan, the first Yellow Ranger. Oliver says in the documentary that none of us were thinking stereotypes when these casting decisions were originally made, which is why the show ran for 2 seasons with the black character, the Black Ranger, and the Asian character, the Yellow Ranger. It wasn't until my assistant pointed out in a meeting one day that Oliver realized these castings were upholding stereotypes. Oliver added, "It was such a mistake." No, it wasn't. And I love this little paragraph here, right? He's making it sound like they were only the Rangers for the first 2 seasons because of that reason. No. They left the show. It was Austin St. John, the Red Ranger, Walter Jones, the Black Ranger, and Toy Trang, the Yellow Ranger. They left because of payment issues because these people were paid horribly. There was no union for them. I think there may be one now. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they were doing some dangerous stuff too. Like a lot of the stunts, they were all doing it and they weren't getting compensated for it. So, and they wanted more pay and they didn't get it, so they replaced them. And I mean, you can tell, I guess, right, that maybe, there's some truth to this, like that maybe it was pointed out after, but they didn't change the actors because of that. Not sure if that's what he's saying here, but it kind of feels that way. So, after Trini left here, they had oh my gosh, Ashley, I forgot her name. I actually met her. I met her and I forgot, but they had her. She replaced the Yellow Ranger, and then they had uh Rocky came in, Stephen Cardinius, I think, as the Red Ranger, and then, Johnny Young Bosch came in as the Black Ranger, so I feel like they did that on purpose, like, swapped and made sure that they didn't do that again, but to call it a mistake, like, no, it's not a mistake, you just weren't looking. I think it's actually a good thing, you weren't looking at the color of their skin, you were just like, "Hey, you're good for this role, there you go." But you'll see what I mean too, there's even more to it when I play the clip. Um in the investigation discovery documentary, camcorder footage taken on set by one of the show's stunt coordinators showed the cast was aware of the stereotypical casting for the Black and Yellow Rangers. As Jones says on camera, "My name's Walter Jones. I play Zach. I'm Black and I play the Black Ranger. Go figure." He probably said it as a joke. He's the one, so far, at least the one that I've seen that spoke out about it. He had no problem with it. And he also explains why the Black Ranger was a more better fit for him. And we'll get to that in a second. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers co-creator Shuki Levy previously told Complex that Jones and Trang's casting wasn't intentional at all, and I believe that it wasn't intentional. At that time, Ham Saban and I were new to this country. We didn't grow up in the same environment that exists in America with regard to skin color. We grew up in Israel, where being a Black person is like being any kind of color. It's not something we talked about at the time. It wasn't a big issue. It's not a big issue now. They're just trying to drum up stuff. Let me see what your guys' thoughts are on this, and then we'll see what Walter Jones thought, which I thought was a decent take. I mean, and he lived it, right? He was totally fine with it. So I'm glad that he did this. Let's see. Hoagie's been a member for 22 months. Thank you, Sounds Buddies. Mate, thank you for the 5. Wicked's World, party time, excellent. It took me a second to process. Oh, yeah, I know I should wear the hat. I need to get, like, a shirt because I don't love to always wear hats, it makes me hot. But I try to keep it up in the background. Maybe tonight I'm probably gonna be gaming later, so maybe I'll throw it on when I game later. And also, Mate gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much.
Groovy.
Thank you, mate. And Market Reality for 5. Jason David Frank played the White Ranger, and he was white, but that was no biggie. I know, right? And they changed it to that, right? He was the Green Ranger, whi- ugh, which I can't talk, which was superior. I know the Blue Ranger had, or I'm sorry, the White Ranger had more powers and stuff, but I loved the Green Ranger. He was so cool when he was the Green Ranger. Not that he was less cool as the White Ranger, but there was something about the rebel spirit of him as a Green Ranger, like the outcast of the group, that was just super cool. Okay, let me see here what you guys are saying about this. Oops, I jumped up way too much. Sorry. What's up, C&D Design, Stephen Brown? I see you guys, Dan. Hello. Christian Rocker. Janky Kong, what's up? The blue one suffers from depression. Yeah, I actually met him. He was the first like celebrity that I ever met at a Comic-Con, and he was very nice. What's up, Jim? I thought this was stupid. I never made the race and color correlation until this was brought up. Oh, exactly. Kind of seems like they were thinking of their skin. Again, I don't care. This guy just needs to, yeah, shut the F up. Exactly. Um, it's silly. Let's see. What's up, Diz? Hokies. I don't think I still had the Babylicious sound clip. I tried to get it back and I couldn't find it, unfortunately. Maybe I can find a video. Now that I do video clips on here, we'll pop it up for Wicked's World. We'll get some Garth. We need Garth for sure. What's up, Laserborn? Oh, did you, Christian Rock? You met the Blue and Pink Ranger at a local con a couple years ago. I would like to meet Amy Jo Johnson someday. Oh, well, he does. I mean, I don't think he does anymore, but he actually did. There was this big thing that he went through. He did actually suffer depression. Sorry, that's not a funny topic, but just that you didn't know and you're making a joke. Um, but yeah, this is extremely silly. Let's pop up the clip. Hold on. You're fine, Janky. I didn't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's just that you didn't know. It was kind of silly. So yeah, Walter Jones. This was his post on Instagram about it. Uh, a friend of mine met Tommy at a con, said he was very cool to everyone. He was. So Jason David Frank, he we used to go to conventions like every weekend. He was like the Elvis of Comic-Con. Like his lines were always so long. Um and he was very nice. I When I met him, sorry if you've heard this story before because I have said it a couple of times because he was like my a crush when I was a kid. I loved Tommy the Green Ranger, the bad boy of the group. um when I met Jason David Frank, I had one of David Yost, who's the Blue Ranger. He has a clothing company and he does like origamis of the Zords. And I had the Pink Ranger one on when I met him, and he was like, "Oh, you noticed it right away because they were good friends and everything." So he recorded a video of me to send to David Yost, and I was kind of nervous because like he just pulled his phone. He's like, "Okay, like say something, like action." Is like, uh. So I forgot what I said. Something like shop affirmative or something. I don't know. 'Cause that's what the clothing company was called, but I got so nervous because I wasn't ready. Um. So yeah, he pulls up these, and this is what he said, incredible how many media outlets picked this up. However, while some choose to seek out the negative, I've always believed in focusing on the positive. I understand the impulse to address what might be seen as cultural insensitivity, but calling it a mistake would dismiss the impact it had on countless people around the world who found inspiration and representation in TV's first black superhero, Morphin into none other than the Black Power Ranger. It wasn't a mistake, it was a milestone. It was an honor. Swipe to hear me speak more about on a recent episode of the Jim Cummings pod. Okay. And he's right though. I mean, they're focus on the positive. I'm sure he didn't care then, and I don't think he cares now. What's up, Sean? Tommy should have been Irish. Yeah, they would have been just checking all the boxes then, huh? Exactly. It is it's kind of an insult to the actors I hired to call it a mistake. And Toy Trang is no longer with us anymore, so that's rude. All right, here.
black suit never bothered me.
You guys can hear it, right?
And in fact, I was happy about it when I first saw the
I thought it
suit.
looked cool.
I thought it looked cool as well.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would look. I thought I might look cool in red. I know I don't look
Mhm.
cool in blue because I've seen it. The black was what I wanted to wear. When I saw it, I was like, I want this one. They're like, that's yours. So, but the idea of why I wore the suit was because of the Japanese footage. And the Japanese footage,
Oh
the
yeah.
Red Ranger was the leader. So in 1992, I wasn't going to be later. I wasn't going to be the leader of the show.
Mm.
And then the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger were kind of always together. So
Mm-hmm.
if something happened to Red Ranger, and the Black Ranger took over, and the Blue Ranger, according to the story, was the nerd and wasn't a great fighter. So, I wasn't going to be the Blue Ranger. I wasn't going to be the Red Ranger. I was the Black Ranger. The idea of me being in a black suit never bothered me, and in fact, I was happy about it when I first saw the suit.
I thought it looked cool.
I thought it looked,
Yeah.
and
Got
we
to skip.
originally in our pilot had a Latina playing the Yellow Ranger,
Mhm.
but after we got
And that's another point too. Originally, they had the Latina girl. I forgot about that. But she stepped down and Toy Train came in. So it's not like their first thing was like, we gotta get an Asian to play the Yellow Ranger. No.
picked up and we came back, she asked for more money and they fired her. So then it became odd because at first she was Latina and it's like, okay, I'm wearing a black suit, black guy, no biggie deal. But then when Tweet Train came in, it was like she was an Asian girl in the yellow suit and it was like, oh, well, that's a little odd.
Was it gold or yellow? I guess
it was
just-
yellow.
It was yellow.
But
Okay.
I think what happened was as kids got older, they went, hey, that's a funny thing. And then they turned it into something that was
Yeah.
never meant to be.
Yeah,
That's
see,
good.
kids just think stuff like that is funny if it gets pointed out to them. They're not like, oh, you
Try
guys
to
are
make it
racist.
into something that was
It's so
prejudiced.
silly. I'm glad that he spoke out about it
Yeah,
though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of the other actors touched on it, even though technically it would make sense that he's the one touching on it since it's him and Toy is no longer with us, so she can't say anything about
Where's
it.
the bad news?
Where's the
People are
bad
looking
news?
for bad news.
Exactly. Am I uneducated? Was I somebody that was
Oh, yeah.
not you couldn't be proud of? So for people to be able to grow up with me and go, oh, he is as equal to any other ranger, and in fact stands out because he has his own style of martial arts.
Yeah, he had the hip hop keto. That's enough on that, anyways. But it's cool. I like this. Oh, look at Amy Joe. Love this, Walter. You always have a positive perspective. So looks like she kind of made a comment. I like this one. Zordon needed 5 basic colors to tell the Rangers apart, and Alpha 5 said, "Sure." Oh, but yeah, it's so silly. Like these apologizing. Basically, I feel like the writer's apologizing, and for what? So sorry, we made a mistake. No, you didn't. You made a really good show. And arguably there has not been, I know Power Rangers continue to go and I don't watch it anymore. I stopped watching after Mighty Morphin because I just wasn't into it. And, I'm not really into a lot of the same things I was into when I was a kid. I like the aesthetic of it and everything though. Like but I don't sit around and watch it anymore. But I would argue that Mighty Morphin was their best Power Rangers show. And it was the first one. The Korean form. Yeah, he always made it look cool too. And that was so 90s though, watching him do that. Wasn't there I think he put out like a video doing it, which I think is really funny. But yeah, to call it a mistake is very disrespectful. So yeah, I'm glad that he spoke out about it. Oh, I'm looking at other tabs that I have up here. Mountain Mud, thank you for the $4.99. Where the hell have you been? The funnel cake is kicking my ass. Thank you, Mountain Mud. The original theme song doesn't bring back memories of good times. It does. I'm saying I still like Power Rangers. I just I don't know. I can't watch it now and enjoy it like I did when I was a kid because it just doesn't hit the same. But of course, I would make that like my ringtone. The original theme song still slaps. What's up, Tazrin? You have the original Power Rangers fan club set. That's cool. See, I still like collecting Power Ranger stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't, just like I stopped watching Pokemon when I was 10. Just because I liked it when I was a kid doesn't mean I still watch it now. I was just making a point that, I think that Mighty Morphin was the best that they've done. The movie was good. I watched the movie like a couple of years ago and enjoyed it. I wouldn't say that it still hits. It's just a funny watch, especially like some of the CGI in them. Really funny. Uh, sorry, I'm catching up on chat here. I bet that Latina regrets that choice. Probably. Gold, have you seen the show? I know, probably not. That guy doesn't look like he was the demographic for it. He looked like he was. I mean, I don't know who that was. Was that Jim Cummings? I don't know who that is. That's the podcast he was on, so I'm assuming that that's who that was, and he seemed like he might have been a bit old. So maybe he, missed the Power Rangers thing, whatever the craze. Speaking of 90s stuff, I found this post that should hit some people. Was that it said the Jim Cummings pod. I don't know who that is. So that must have been him. All right, let's see. This is just something that's funny. It's not news or anything. It's just a 90s thing. Does anybody in the chat remember doing this in gym class? I only did it a couple of times, but I thought it was a lot of fun. Disrespectual? No? Disrespectful? I said that. Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Pete. Do you guys remember that though? Safety was optional. 80s and 90s kids, my goodness. The parachute, yeah. Anybody in the chat, did your parents ever have you take a picture with a big pack of cigarettes? I've never seen that. That probably was before my time. I think, when I was born was when they were starting the, cigarettes are bad for you thing. It actually probably started in the 80s, but here we go with this. Oh my gosh. This makes me think of America's Funniest Home Videos. I used to love watching that with my mom. They used to have cig ads in the Flintstones. I'm not surprised. We had designated computer room. I didn't really have a computer growing up, but my friends and my one cousin who I hung out with all the time did. We decorated our walls with posters. Yep, that was definitely me. Look at this one all the way up on the ceiling. That's funny. Our parents dropped us off at the mall. Look at those jeans. We skated and biked everywhere. Yep. I remember riding my bike until it broke. I had that for so long. I think I had the same bike through like when I learned to ride until like the end of my teenage years. Like I rode that thing until it just could not ride anymore. Flintstones chewable vitamins, yeah. The Jinko jeans, yeah. I miss the stuff like everything was so much more fun. Like I was obviously like super young in the 90s, right? Even like early 2000s. It was like I don't know, everything just stopped. Blockbuster, remember the cool posters? Or not posters, sorry, like I don't know what you would call that, like board setups, whatever. Movie promotion. There we go. I wonder how many old Blockbuster employees have like these cool have one of these. I bet you could find some of this stuff on eBay. Payphone with phone cards, yes. Promotional displays, yeah. Super cool. I mean, you can get some of the stuff now. Like the big huge movie posters that they have at the theaters. If you ask and I guess like once its run is over, I know a few people that have actually gotten the huge, really cool like movie posters from the theaters. It's kind of cool. We played demo games at the store for hours. Yep, I remember that. I think Media Play was one of them. I miss Blockbuster too. Stone Cold, that's how we knew it was on. I think they still have the guide channel. I see when I've gone to like hotels. We rocked bowl cuts and fanny packs. Listen, fanny packs are making a comeback. We camped out for new releases. Yep. That's where my neck problem started. What's up, Stephen H? Carmen Electra was the spring break queen. You could win cars at the mall. Oh my gosh, do they still do that? Do they still have I mean, I've been to a mall recently. I have not seen a car just sitting inside a mall in a very long time. These were our role models. Oh man, the Attitude Era. Yep, this was me this was such a cultural moment, and I'm so glad that I was a part of it. My mom did this for me. Christmas morning, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did a backflip, even though I don't know how to do backflips, but yeah. Ah, my Jungle Green 64. Rip. We lived in the moment. Yep. I remember this is not to make it, like, sad, but I remember the last time I went out with my friends to play, hide and seek. It was in, like, middle school. Then we all got too cool to do that. Hopefully one day it makes a comeback. I know with technology, a lot of these kids just don't, they don't go out as much anymore, but we'll see. I have faith. Maybe technology will get boring and they'll wanna, let's be retro and vintage and go play outside. Toys R Us, yes. Isn't Toys R Us coming back? I thought I seen something about that, that, like, Macy's is buying them or something. The cup is almost bigger than what this is my, big teacup. It's just green tea. I only drink green tea, really, 'cause I don't like to have anything, like, that sugar or anything in it. Coffee's in the morning, which I drink the coffee black, so it doesn't matter, but tea's a bit more soothing than coffee. So if I have coffee this late, I'll be up till, like, 4 AM. Yeah, they opened some stores. There's one in San Marcos, Texas. I remember going to Blockbuster to develop photos from Pokemon Snap. Wow, I forgot that they did that. I didn't have Pokemon Snap. I used to play at friend's house, so I was serious when I said my mom bought me a few games. I know I had GoldenEye, obviously Donkey Kong 64, Mario 64. I don't even think I had any of the Mario parties. I used to rent games and then play at friends and cousins' house. I worked at Toys R Us one summer. Night shift got $1 more than day shift. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay. You guys, this looks weird. Hawk to a Girl has been cast as Hawk to a Girl in Glenn Powell's new comedy series, Chad Powers. I love little comments like, does he know about the crypto? Oh my gosh, it doesn't even look like Glenn Powell. He doesn't even look cute. I can't believe he cast her. Does he know about the crypto? Um, you really can just scam people out of millions and be fine. Yeah. It's a series, so Glenn Powell's doing a show? Maybe it's like a limited series. That's kinda weird. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I thought after that whole, Hawk Dua coin thing, she was done. I don't think this is gonna bring her back. She totally screwed up her, 20 minutes of fame. But yeah, they did some good makeup on him here because it kinda I mean, like, you can tell it's him a little bit, but if you would've not told me that was Glenn Powell, I wouldn't have recognized him. Kinda looks like Napoleon Dynamite. Hawk Tuah being famous is insanity, yeah. I never does she still I wonder if she still does that podcast. I never watched it, and I never planned to, but yeah, it's very easy to become a meme and famous on the internet these days. Back in, like, Vine days and stuff, people actually had to work for it, had to be funny. What's up, Power Keg Greg? What the heck is this? Sorry, I refreshed and seen, something that side scrollers posted, it's kinda funny. Another let's get the stupid stuff out of the way. I didn't see Minecraft, and I don't plan on it, but stuff like this, like, what they're doing in the theaters is just degenerate, ridiculous. Like, what the heck is wrong with people? I hope these people get banned from the theaters for life. Like, they're recording it too. They're probably gonna make money because people want to watch this stuff. But such clowns. I don't. Like, what? The poor employees that have to clean this stuff up. Ugh. Disgusting. The lights went on. There's a live chicken. Are you kidding me? How did they get? Okay, first off, safe to see we got kicked out, heartbroken. Oh, good. I don't. How did they get a real chicken in the theater? That's what I'm more. That's what I'm more curious about. Like, how do people do this? They just carried it in. People didn't hear the clucking. That's so weird. People suck. Think of like kids that are here trying to see the movie with their parents, like little kids, and they got to deal with this degenerate, nasty behavior. Ugh. Uh, Murder Bot with Alexander Skarsgård on Apple TV Plus looks amazing. Or sorry, looks interesting. Sorry, I didn't say amazing. I don't have Apple TV, so I miss out on a lot of stuff. Yeah, same Soul Assassin. I've stuck for theaters, but never animals. Yeah, there's always you can always try. The chicken was undoubtedly terrified. I don't tolerate animal cruelty. Yeah. Uh I just so I know Minecraft did well. I mean, I knew it was gonna beat Snow White, but especially after what Disparu told me about it, I didn't see it. Maybe when it comes to streaming service, I might, but that like gay stuff, like yeah, great children's movie. It's just weird. And Hollywood does this stuff where they gotta emasculate like the most manliest men, or else you get your career ruined. It seems so. Like putting Jason Momoa in a pink outfit and pigtails. Like, come on. It was a terrible movie, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. Yeah. Yeah, the riding wheel thing is very freaking weird in a kids movie, yeah. Someone brought a cow to the movies once. Are you serious? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hold up. Like, compare Minecraft to the original Jumanji that we had growing up. Still holds up. I could watch Jumanji now and still enjoy it because it was a family-made movie, so adults could enjoy it as well. Minecraft, 10 years from now, the kids that enjoyed it now, they're not gonna watch it again. They're not gonna care. It's not gonna have I didn't see it, but I don't need to see it to know this. Um, it's not gonna have the rewatchability. I actually didn't even see the new Jumanji because I'm like, I don't think I need to because I had the old Jumanji, which is superior. I would have quit. Yeah. These poor movie theater workers are probably just like every showing of Minecraft now, they're probably like, all right, who's got the Minecraft theater right now? Like, that sucks. Oh, yeah. Um, guy is not assuming any genders here. It's okay. You can assume here. Aslan is going to be played by an old lady now, so all is well. Am I right? Yeah, I know. I was hoping that was going to be an April Fool's joke, but it's not. I mean, I don't know if she's actually hired, but her being in talks is not a joke. Anything they can do to make fun of Christianity, that's what they do. I mean, I know that seems silly, but that's what it's based off of. Insane. I heard that the sequels with The Rock weren't that bad. I don't know if I've seen it on streaming yet. Like, I would check it out, but I know it's not gonna be the same or as good as the original Jumanjis or Jumanji. Sorry, they did two, right? Of the new ones. Mark of reality for 5. BB gunfights now. Everyone are such a bunch of pansies. Oh, BB gunfights back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember my brother doing that. C&D Designs, thank you for the 5. I'm glad I grew up in the 80s. What's up, Wicked and Chat? Hell Vindicta, We Are the Rebellion, Disney's the Devil. Thank you so much. And yeah, I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. It was great. Did you ever watch that TV show Once Upon a Time? I did. I stopped after, I think after the Black Swan stuff when, was she Emma? That was her name, right? When she, like when bad kind of whatever, because they just got repetitive. They brought in like a new Cinderella and stuff. It was weird. It was weird. All right. What else do we have here? I feel like I'm zooming through the topics today. Ew, what the heck is that? Did I accidentally Ooh, what's this? This is kind of cool. Hold on. I might have lost one of my tabs. That's okay. This just popped up. This is kind of cool. The fear of big is real, and these pictures will prove it. Photos and videos that will awaken your megalophobia. It's a thread. Oh, I'm probably not gonna look at the thread. I just thought this looked cool because it looks like a big pirate ship. It's a Swedish warship. Hold on. That's not. That's a. Okay, it's an airplane flying a little too low. What's this? A mountain? Okay. Scary. What is this? This rock is in Norway and the height is terrifying. Yeah, I'm scared of heights. So I would not be going anywhere near that. I didn't even notice that was people on there. Wow. Okay. What's this one? The largest trees in the world. The giant sequoia. Yeah. Captured by photographer Michael Block. Oh, that's beautiful. You seen it in person? This? Oh, I'm jealous. What's up, Alec Baldwin's finger? I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I'm jealous. That's really cool. I would love to see something like that. What is this? An old photo of a farm horse. Okay. Realistic giants from okay. That's not none of this is, they were saying it's gonna be scary, kinda, I guess. I guess if you have a fear of whatever that said, megalophobia, whatever the heck. This cloud looks like an approaching tsunami. I like following random accounts like this. It was incredible, thank you. Ah, I'm glad to hear that. The largest wooden cabin, whoa. Oh, see, Dan would want this for his collection. Blue whale heart. The size of the Pacific Ocean. Whoa. Street in Macau. Probably pronounced that right. Wrong. It's okay. This looks like that reminds me of Ready Player One. Like how the stacks. If you've read or watched the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Read the book or watched the movie. Great, great book. I actually didn't hate the movie. It was all right. Not as good as the book. A little lackluster for Steven Spielberg. I thought that he would have done a bit better, but I didn't hate it. A hole in Guatemala. Old salt mine in Romania. Whoa. That is huge. Okay. Mate loves the movie. Yeah, I liked the movie. The book was better, but most times that's the case. I didn't finish Ready Player 2. I wasn't it wasn't like sucking me in. I think I got maybe like a quarter of a way through it. The size of the African elephant. Oh, really? I actually read it. I don't know what I did with the book. I think I actually lent it to somebody, so I don't have it anymore. Mirny, Russia, city next to a diamond mine. Goodness. British scientists descending through a crevice in the Antarctica. No. Titanic versus the biggest modern cruise ship. Oh, so that's how it would look. Okay. I saw a video that in I don't know, however many years, like 10 years, 20 years or something like that, maybe longer. I forgot. I should have saved the video, but the Titanic's gonna be completely gone and sunk into the ocean floor. That's sad. Level 2 mild anxiety. What the heck is that? A person with megalophobia experiences intense fear and anxiety when thinking about the fear of being near large objects, such as buildings, statues, animals, and vehicles. Here's a quick visual test. Well, I mean, you don't have to have any kind of phobia to be scared if like there's a big alien in the sky. All right, that's enough of this. Sorry, guys. I got off. Just I found a random thread and there we go. Uh, what's up, Ian? Oh, come on. Elephant is a bit of a clutch on a list of giant things. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly, right? Of a planet, but you have megalophobia then, Facebook geek, apparently. What's up, Corey? Ugh, silly, but that ship was very cool. Let me see what else I have here. I'm terrified now. I gotta go. What's up, Sneaky Singy? Okay, let me pop this up. I don't. Hold on. Okay. So I don't know if this is for real. If someone in the chat can clarify for me, uh, that so Warner Brothers slashes 20 minutes after a dismal test screening of Gunn's flawed Superman. You guys think there's truth to this? I don't know who this is. World class. Oh, the world class BS. Mm. Sources Snyder, bro. Maybe not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because, if there's what's up, Maddie? Um Disbrew had mentioned that like Chris Gore had seen some part of a script that said there was 10 minutes of them just arguing, him and Lois just having an argument. So if they have like a lot of filler in the movie like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they cut 20 minutes out. Cal says 100% truth is Warner, and what good film have they had in the last 8 attempts? If that's the same people, one of the guys has been on side scrollers a few times. What, the world class BS? Oh, maybe. Is it not like about BS? I just seen BS and automatically was like, is it like a troll account? So I'm wrong. Okay, so this person's been on side scrollers. Jake Stanley says, when are you gonna be on Nerd Duel on side scrollers? We need it. I was talking with Craig about it. We'll see. We're in talks. Hopefully soon. We're trying to get a nice little crew together. So I won't say anything until it's well, panel or versus panel together. So I'll let Craig announce that when it gets finalized. Maybe it'll tighten up the pacing. Yeah. Sometimes, longer movies work totally fine, when they're telling a good story and they want to go in depth on certain characters. And especially when you have a cast or you're telling a story that has a few interesting characters that the audience will actually care about. Not like a bad example is well, Craig messaged me, so I think it's okay. But I also talked to Blabs too. Uh, so or was like, oh yeah. So an example is Daredevil. The Netflix Daredevil, we cared about Foggy and Karen. So if they were having a conversation without Matt, it still pulled us in. We cared about him, right? Now, I can't even remember the two new people in his little trio there. When they go off, the cop and the lawyer, when they go off and have a discussion, I don't care. It's very boring and bland. So just using that as an example, if you have characters like if there's more, the side characters like Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, and they're interesting and they're written well, then you can have that stuff in there. But if it's slow and it doesn't hit well, I guess with test audiences, like this is saying, cut it out. So we'll see. Uh, this was the only you know, anything I've seen on it, but I don't not believe it. But I guess we'll see. When is it set to release? Oh, really? See, where have I been? I cover this stuff and then I still don't remember. It's this year, July. Okay. So July 11th, 2025. Okay. So very soon. So maybe that's not the best look that it's coming out in 3 months and they're cutting stuff. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Shane says, based on what I've seen, it'll be pretty good, not great. I could be wrong. It could be poop, but one thing I can guarantee, it won't be great, and that's okay. I just want to be entertained. That's a good take on it, Shane. So Rachel Brosnahan, I always say her name wrong, but you guys know who I'm talking about. I like her so far, like because I don't know David Cornsweat, however you pronounce his last name too. I don't know him, and I've never seen him in anything, so I can't say anything about his acting, but I do like her, and I think that she will do a good job as Lois Lane as long as the writing's there. She's got the sass and the spunk and just like the attitude, and she's a good actress, and I also think she's funny. So we'll see. Massive missed opportunity to have it out for the 4th of July. That's a good point. Yeah. But what was Pearl? Never seen it. But it could be good. But yeah, I think that Shane, that was a really good take. I hope you're right. I just want to be entertained. Exactly. It'd be nice to get a great. Oh, he was in Twisters. Was he? I didn't see that one. I forgot to have one of my tabs up. Sorry. As long as I'm entertained, I'll be happy. But if we could get a fantastic movie, a Superman movie, I would love it. He had a small role. Oh, gotcha. Okay. We'll take a break from that kind of pop culture talk right now, and wait, no, I didn't want this. We're just gonna zoom on in. I hate when you go on Google to find a picture and then you want to make it big and it wait, if I nope, and it opens up a article. Your birthday is the 11th of July plus 67. Wow, Shane, you look great for 60. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. It'd be too patriotic if it came out the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Agreed. So let's dial it back from the annoying pop culture news. I know too bad I didn't watch this last week, but we had over an hour here talking about Val Kilmer last week, so why not continue it? So I seen bits and parts of Tombstone throughout the years, like on cable TV and stuff. But it never stopped to sit and just watch it all the way through. And I did the other night, and it was great. Oh, it's such a good movie. I I still want to say that Mad Mardigan is my favorite. Oh, I thought you were making a joke, Shane. Sorry. Mad Mardigan is probably still my favorite Val Kilmer character, but I don't know because Doc Holliday was just perfection. So it's like they're both right there for me, and I can't choose now. Um, "You're a daisy if you do" is, like, one of my favorite lines right now. I wanna get a shirt that says it, I wanna get, like, merch that says it with, like, Doc Holliday on it. I was looking on Etsy, there's a couple cool things. I actually wanna get, like, a mouse pad. I have, like, the mat. Right now it's Cowboy Bebop, but I want a new one. I kinda wanna get I don't know. There's sites that you can go on and have your own made. I have to reach out to my one friend who had this really cool Zelda one made years ago, and I'm wondering if they still know what website they use because I want that. Not the Zelda one; it was cool, but I want to like send them a picture and they print it out for you and make your own. Um, Anyways, there I go digressing. This movie was great. Hold on, let me pull up my critic list review on it. So very funny. I didn't know on this. Like I wasn't paying attention to like the percentage. Now I am. I just did like the rating is like heinous, decent, rad, and most excellent. So I didn't pay attention to the percentage. I think I should have switched up Tombstone and Willow, but it's okay. They both were still most excellent. Um, he was perfect as Doc Holliday. So was the writing. He's a fascinating real life figure from history too. Yeah, they they did a fantastic job. Last summer when I was back visiting family, there's this really tiny family theme park, which admittedly after the pandemic and everything, they sold it. When I was a kid, it was so good. Like it was just like the best place to go to when you were a kid. And they sold it, and it got different owners and different name and everything now. Um, but they had these Wild West shootouts that were just amazing, entertaining. They would, they had Doc Holliday and just actual characters, not characters, but actual historical figures that were there. And it used to just be the coolest thing. And they still have it, but it's nowhere near as good. The production quality, like these guys would literally fall off of roofs into like barrels of water. They were so good, and it was just so entertaining. And when I went last summer, I'm like, "Oh, it's back open." Because I was someone had said it to me, and I'm like, "But it's not the same name, like, what?" And I went there, and it was just, like, pretty run down. It was made me really sad, actually, and they did the Wild West shootout, but what they do is they have speakers around, and they have the actors wearing mics so that you can hear what they're saying, and the mic was, like, messing up, and it was, like, everyone's like, "Oh," and it was oh gosh, it was awful, but they had the area was still kinda cool. They had, like, the jail, and they had, like, a wall with, like, Doc Holliday history on it and stuff. I took some pictures, but, like, I didn't end up posting them because I was just overall really sad that the quality of that place went down. Um, yeah, it went really downhill. But here's see, I had to put I had to put it, I love it. But one of my favorite lines in a movie now, to be honest. Uh, sounds lame. Well, I'm sorry that you don't like fun, Jake. Back in the day, it was a lot of fun. I'm kidding. Back in the day, it was a lot of fun. Now it is lame. The one part was kinda cool, but it was super sad that it just went down because they still had all, like, the stuff up, like, where you could, like, go and put your like, you were arrested and, uh, so I finally watched this movie. Here's my review on Tombstone. If you're not on critic list, I'm just teasing you, Jake, don't worry. It's lame now, but it used to be extremely cool when I was a kid. Um So, yeah, again, if you're not on critic list, you should get over there. It's pretty fun. Um, I finally watched this movie last night. I understand why Doc Holliday is a lot of people's favorite Val Kilmer role. He steals every scene he's in. He captures the character's charm, intelligence, and underlying vitality remarkably. Kurt Russell delivers a solid and commanding performance as Wyatt Earp, a determined and principled lawman seeking to establish a peaceful life but ultimately drawn into a violent conflict. Russell effectively conveys Earp's strength and resolve. Hold on, I need water. Um, Overall, Tombstone is a well-crafted Western with a strong ensemble cast. The dynamic between Kilmer's Doc Holliday and Russell's Wyatt Earp is a key element to the film's success. Their contrasting personalities and unwavering loyalty create a compelling and memorable cinematic experience. The movie itself is a very well-made Western with great cinematography and a very good supporting cast. Yeah, I was surprised when I seen, like, all these faces, like, they even had freaking Jason Priestley from 90210 in it. I was like, "What's he doing here?" Like, I was not expecting all these people. Uh, it, oh, it was great. Look at this cast. Amazing. Love how there's Tombstone showing because I looked up Tombstone. But that scene, amazing. Because I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Doc getting up out of bed to go finish the job for Wyatt, but he did. You're no Daisy at all. Yeah, I was like, he's gay. He was super into Sam Elliott is a legend. Um Oh my gosh, what's his name from Titanic? Right? That's the guy that played the actor that got killed. What is his name? Help me, chat. Well, yeah, there's a lot of faces that I wasn't expecting. Now we can do it, Amanda, please, in chat. Mark a reality for 10. I loved his Doc Holliday. He tried to be historically accurate with Doc's disease, plus the one-liners. I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah, this was a fantastic movie. I should actually check. To be honest, I might have it because Wiley has sent me so many movies. I don't think so though. I am gonna buy it on Prime because I want my mom to watch it. She needs to watch it. She will love it. The 90s were a busy decade for her, so I understand why some movies she didn't see, especially in the early 90s. Um, it was great though. And Willow, as I said last week, is on sale for like $3 or $4 right now on Prime to own. So why not? Kaloth for 2, thank you. Check out Real Genius. Kilmer was awesome. That has been one that's been recommended by quite a few people. So that'll be next on the list. Billy Zane, thank you guys. Yeah, Billy Zane. Thank you, Hokie Chan. Next week we'll be back. It's every other week. So let me hold on. I want to look that up and see where it's available while we're talking about it, not the images. Oh, it's only $3.59 on Prime. Hold on. We'll look at it together. $3.59 on Prime. Okay. And probably to buy. I hate when they do oh, you can rent it for $19 or buy it for 21. Like, I'm just gonna buy it. So I like that they have some of these older movies where you can buy them for very cheap. I do like having, physical copies of stuff, but I also am more of a minimalist. So a lot of stuff like I neatly put in the closet if I don't have it on display because I just can't have boxes and just stuff everywhere. So movies are definitely something that ends up going in the closet. Besides a few, like I'll have a couple out, like of the ones I really like. Um, but yeah, back real quick over onto critic list. I probably should share like on social media that I'm on it more because I don't really. But where's my profile? I got 43 people over there now. Thanks, guys. Uh, yeah, I should do like more reviews, but I've only done a couple. I think the next what's up, Marianne? I remember enjoying Real Genius. I wonder if it still holds up. Well, I'll let you know. I'm probably gonna watch it like this weekend. Um, have you watched The Ghost in the Darkness with Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas? No, I haven't. I'm guessing that's another good one. I feel like I should just pull up his whole IMDb page and just start watching all the movies I've never seen. Um, but this is I've only done a few. I think the next one I'm gonna do, I wanted to wait until I finish the entire series, but I think what I'm gonna do is review season 1. Like just review it for season 1 because there's 5 seasons and it's taking me some time to get through it. The Chosen, which is I think it's great if, you're a Christian and read the Bible, you may like it. My mom says that she thinks it's one of the most historically accurate docudramas that there has been about the Bible. So that will probably be my next one. But I'm debating if I do decide to wait until I finish the entire series, that won't be the next one because I'm on season 3 right now. Anyways, I've done Tombstone, The Lost Pirate Kingdom, Willow, Tommy Boy, The Dead Don't Die. Guys, that movie was awful. I what I understand why I didn't really hear about it when it came out. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It had Adam Driver and Bill Murray, so I was like, "Okay, sign me up. That's kind of cool. They seem like a good duo. I love Bill Murray." Mm-mm. No. Just no. It was awful. The dead don't die. How did they get dead in the first place? I am America's. Yeah, it was not good. It was like they went with deadpan humor, but they didn't do it right. It was just like I seen what they were trying to do, and there was like political bias and stuff. Like it, yeah, it was slightly left leaning too. Uh, Experiments that I sadly watched this when it hit the big screen. Man, I regretted going to see that. That was my first thumbs down over there. Somebody was mad that I didn't like this crappy movie, but also somebody thumbed down Tommy's Boy or some thumbed down Tommy Boy. Who doesn't like Tommy Boy? Excuse me. Uh, anyway, and then the Wild Robot, and my first one was Life. This one, do you guys remember this one? I feel like I got surpassed a bit. I don't know what came out around that time, but I don't really remember it, which is crazy because it had, Ryan Reynolds. Here, click on it. Where? Oh, I clicked on the actual movie. The overall audience verdict was decent. I'm trying to click on my review. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds, but it was like, yeah, it was just okay. Um, yeah, Selena Gomez was in that zombie one too. This it's just when you can like I feel like every alien type movie is gonna get compared to Alien and Aliens. So it's without ruining it because I wouldn't say don't watch it. Like if you're looking for just like a space horror, check it out. But it was the ending for me that made me give it the score decent. They could have done better, I think, with the ending, to make me personally enjoy it more. But it looks like the overall review of it on this is decent. So yeah, not as good as Alien, but decent. Exactly. What's up, Nick? I need to watch Justified and rate it. Um, Ian for 50 pounds. Thank you, Ian. I saw The Dead Don't Die with a friend a few weeks ago. He's a lefty, and even he thought the anti-capitalist messaging was over the top. Also, you know how I feel about fourth wall humor. Truly dreadful film. Yeah, I know. The way they broke the fourth wall in that movie too was like, are, you had to ask, like, are they breaking the? Wait, did they just break the fourth wall? I'm confused. Like, they did not do it well. Schick for 199. Thank you. There's no normal life, Wyatt. There's just life. Yes. Sneaky Singy for 10. Thank you. I watched Top Secret last night for the first time in 30 years. By the end, my stomach hurt from laughing so hard. Val is awesome. That was not Top Secret and Real Genius were the first, like two of the top ones that are recommended. So I have to go watch and review Starship Troopers. Okay. It was. It was like I'm trying to remember. Didn't they say it was like fracking or something? Ian can probably refresh my memory because it's like I watched it, reviewed it, and then just let it out. It was something like that is what caused it to cause the apocalypse. Something silly like that. Yeah, it's all about consumerism. Yeah, it was really flat. But yeah, the next one will probably be Chosen. As a Christian, I'm really enjoying it. And House of David, I heard is also really good, but I haven't watched that yet. I'm gonna start that after Chosen. Yeah, it was what was it? Was it fracking or was it like were they saying global warming? I don't remember. Watch Real Genius at popcorn for the end of the movie. Okay. I bought Dead Don't Die in digital. My roommate called it a pointless movie. Hmm. I don't remember what it was. I was like, maybe Ian can, because now I can't remember what it was. Something like that. It was something like that. It was stupid. Like I could have ignored that if the movie wasn't just so flat. No. All right. What else do we have here? Oh gosh. Here we go. The Last of Us. The Last of Us. I'm sorry, I'm gonna pull this up because I thought it was funny. Like, I feel bad kind of because it's not like her fault that her face looks like this, but it's their fault for hiring her. I'm sorry. The Last of Us has been officially renewed for season 3 at HBO, which that's because why wouldn't they take the first game was the good game, right? Uh the second one was awful. So they make the first season just the first game, and they're gonna drag out crappy season 2 into 2 seasons. They're gonna give Abby like a bunch of screen time, and that's why they're gonna show her story. Like, feel sorry for her. No, I'm not gonna feel sorry for Abby, but bro. Yeah. Like I said, it's not her fault her face looks like that. But and they decided not to go with they have what's her name from Last Man Standing playing Abby. Oh. Americas. Caitlin Denver, yes. Oh, she was in Justified too? Okay. I loved her in Last Man Standing. I wish they had Ellie in the show, right? Those picks are not doing her any favors, yeah. I'm not surprised, but it's like season 2 hasn't even dropped yet, and they've already been renewed. I mean, people watch it. I know some people that like it that weren't into the game. I never played the second game. No reason to. I angry after I found out what happened, and I'm glad that I got it spoiled. Um, May's been a member for 10 months. Come on, Wicked. We love Bella. She's clearly part of the Potato Squad. Don't you talk about the Potato Squad that way, mate. I'm offended. And I'm offended for all my members. She looks like JoJo Siwa. Stop. Hold on. Stop. We gotta do a side by side now. Sorry, JoJo. Her mom made her like wear like ridiculously tight ponytails, and now her hairline's gone. Poor girl. What drama's going on with her and Mickey Rourke? Sorry. Sometimes when you search random things, you see weird stuff. All right, let's JoJo Siwa. All right, guys, what do you think? Hold on, let me get them side by side for you. Oops. Hold on. Let me get that over there. What happened? Oh, that's right. I got to do this. Let's just do that. I'm a professional. Culture Crave. There it is. Okay. Oh gosh, she does kind of look like her. I can see it. Now I'm not gonna be able to I'm not searching any weird thing. I looked up JoJo Siwa and it's like there's drama with her and Mickey Rourke, and I'm like, well, okay. It's just so random. Wow. Now I'm not gonna be able to unsee that. Whoops. What's up, Nagranol? Yeesh. I know. Well, JoJo has seen better days, but like I said, her mom, she was one of those dance kids, so I kind of feel bad for her. Um, she would make her just like there was videos watching her like do that tight ponytail, and she just like was like yanking at her hair, and it's like that hairline, man. Like 'cause she's probably like not even 30 yet. I mean, she's still pretty young, and yeah. Mr. Torrance for £2. Thank you. Big love from the UK. Favorite horror film? Evil Dead 2 is my favorite horror film. Thank you so much for that too. How about you? What's your favorite horror film? They both look like that's so I'm gonna be honest. When I saw the picture of her next to Mickey Rourke, I'm like, is she related to him? I'm not even joking. That's where my mind went first. Um, they look like Mickey Rourke's relatives. Actually, he's a weird looking guy too. Yeah, didn't he used to be like super handsome though before he got all that plastic surgery? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but I'm pretty sure that like back before he got surgery, he was a good-looking guy. Don't get plastic surgery, guys and gals. Don't. Just leave your face alone, okay? Uh, Schick 74. I was wondering why there was all the emotes. Schick 74 for 199 says Megatron. Thank you, Schick, for daily dose of Megatron. I feel like now I need to get like a Megatron and just to put it in the back there. I'm gonna reorganize all this because I got stuff from Wiley. And shout out, thank you so much, Wiley. He actually sent some more stuff. I'm not sure when I will see Lee again. It's gonna be the next couple weeks. I'm busy, so I may not see him until like after Easter because Easter's family time and busy and all that. But he keeps things safe for me. I'm very thankful that he allows me to use his PO box for now. But I don't know if you're in here, Wiley. But yeah, so he's got 2 boxes from you for me. So some figures and stuff, I think is what Wiley said, in some movies. So thank you. Um Oh, Okies, come on. We all love self-deprecating humor is fine. What's up, Kane? Hi, Clyde. Metal surgery. Plastic is for losers. I can live with my crooked nose, no doubt. It would look worse if I got it fixed. Listen, I got a big nose, okay? But you know what? I used to be self-conscious about it, but I'm not anymore. I kind of had the same nose that my grandpa had, like that big Italian nose. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna rock it. I'm okay with it. But oh my gosh, when I was a teenager, I was like, hate it. People comment about it all the time online, and I'm just like, yep, I'm proud of it. Yeah, exactly, Hokies. I'm proud of my schnoz. Uh, why you just clear out his laugh? Possibly. Us and the rest of me and everybody, like the G&G people and all that, because he has sent quite a few things. We've got. Well, you can't see him. My mic's blocking. Scott's chilling over there. Fine Italian nose girl. Thanks, shit. Some Italians have the bird nose. It's true. I'm joking. He's like, I know, Ian. Wiley's great. But you know what? Maybe. We'll see. He's gonna be like, finally got this room clear. Just sending all this to. Thanks, Azra. It's not big. The glasses just make it more pronounced. Eric, thank you. Guys, thought you're gonna make me blush. Thank you. You're very sweet. I'm just saying, kids can be mean. If there's anything about you that's a little bit different, they're gonna pick at it. Plastic surgery for vanity reasons is a mistake. The people who like you like the things you might see as I totally messed up that. The people who like you like the things you might see as imperfections. Yeah, you're right. I could see it for like other reasons, right? Like if somebody has like breathing issues and like their nose and they have to get fixed for reasons like that. I get what you're saying. What's up, Eric? Who's being nice? Calm down, Americus. But yeah, it's I'm getting some more stuff, but I'm gonna change up my shelf a little bit. I finally once I change up my shelf, I'm gonna do like a little picture, like video clip in my background because I'm very happy with how it turned out. I've got Jason David Frank there, Dean Cain there, and then over there I've got Gina and Charisma Carpenter, which I know in real life Charisma Carpenter's she's a bit out there, but I love Cordelia from Buffy and Angel, and she was extremely sweet to me. She is one of the only celebrities besides Dean, actually. Dean and Charisma Carpenter are the 2 celebrities I've met that made me blush. But yeah, she was just like, "You're gorgeous," and she like stared into my soul, and I was like, "What? No, you are." Like I didn't know what to say. She caught me off guard. I was just going to like take a picture. And that's true. As I say the same thing, a lot of actors, even the ones that are like nice to us, it doesn't mean that they're. I don't know. just saying, even the ones that interact with us and are nice to us online, or, and not all of them, because some of them probably are genuine sweethearts. But yeah, I've talked about this on a stream before, that they're still actors. We'll just keep it at that. They're still Hollywood. Uh, Mates have a thing for big noses. I don't get why people get that small nose surgery. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not just saying that. I prefer, like, I feel like a more defined, like, bigger nose just kind of looks better on the face, besides like a little teeny, like, wouldn't I look so weird like that? Sorry. That's probably gonna get clipped. Why'd I do that? Mongoose is in here. Yeah, I did. That was, the picture where I was cheesing and I looked like I had a whole extra face because I was smiling so hard? It was Spike and Cordelia. She was so sweet. She was just like, "You're gorgeous." And I was like, "Stop." She looked great. She still looks really good. Um, she had, like, Louboutin shoes on that matched her nails, and she just looked so classy and elegant, and I was like, "Who are you saying? Look at you." Like, but yeah, it was nice meeting them. James Marsters was also very nice. We fangirled for a couple minutes about how great the writing on Buffy was. I was his last signature before he had to do the photo op and then fly out of there. Um, but yeah, it was a nice experience for sure. I probably, even though they say don't meet your heroes, but I don't really look at celebrities as my heroes. I may look up to them a tiny bit, especially when you were a kid. Like, an example for me is the Pink Ranger. Like, little me sitting there watching her do the flips. I wanted to be in gymnastics, but my mom couldn't afford it, so I never got a chance to do it. But stuff like that, I miss. Kids need stuff like that. Cool things like that to see on TV that are real and not just, CGI. Because I remember I was a little girl sitting there just like, wow, in awe, just watching her do the flips and all that. And I was like, I want to do that. We don't get much of that anymore. I'm gorgeous with a man sense of humor, win-win. Thank you. It's from all the years of being bullied by my cousins and my brother. It paid off. I'm kidding. I wasn't bullied. I think I have thicker skin for that reason, because when you grow up with brothers versus, I do have sisters, but we didn't grow up together. Um, it makes you, yeah, because boys, they'll, like, rag on each other, right? And then, they're fine right after. Girls do, and they don't talk for 2 months. Slept with Bruce Lee. Yeah, see, stuff like that. I get that. I agree. I love the Green Ranger growing up too. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel, possibly. I've thought about it for a while. There's this page that I've followed for a long time that makes these just absolutely beautiful ranger helmets, and I'm thinking about reaching out to them. I want a green one and a pink one. Uh, Clean up and wicked shit. I don't understand what that means. I'm the Olive Ranger. Yes. You were a Red Ranger kid. I liked them all. I mean, they started, first we had Jason, the Red Ranger, and then Tommy came in and stole his thunder a bit. If a dude teases you, it's because they like you. If girls do, it's usually because they're jealous or they grew up with boys. I've never heard the grew up with boys, but yeah, you know what? That's true. I found that, like, I have to tone myself down sometimes. Um, oh, poor Trini. I know, because the footage from this the Sentai Ranger. Poor Trini, because the Yellow Ranger was a guy in the original Japanese footage. What's up, Jaluk? But yeah, I found that with people, I have to tone it down a little bit, because I have been told, even by guys, that I use humor as a defense mechanism all the time. Like, if a guy friend is just genuinely, like, saying, like, "You look nice," I'm like, "Oh, thanks," and then I change the subject. I'm like, can you take a compliment?" And I'm like, "Thanks." Who do you want me to say? Like, little things like that, or when somebody, like, genuinely helps me. Sometimes I don't. I genuinely thank them, but I also turn it into a joke, because that's just who I am. What's up, Iris? What about the Velma glasses? You're a good package. Thank you, Marcus. You got the looks. The Velma glasses not so easily insulted and have good humor at 10-10. I'm sure you have your things, but who doesn't? Yeah, of course, we all do. That's what they get for reusing footage. I mean, you're not wrong. Are you asking about the footage? So in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Americus, they took the footage from the Japanese version, like for like when they're in the suits. They did eventually put the Americans in it. Like there were scenes where they filmed, with them in it. But the Japanese footage, Yellow Ranger was a dude. So yeah, there was a ball. So I said like poor Trini. The only one that was a woman in the Japanese was the Pink Ranger, which nobody seems to be upset about that. Yeah, Dana, exactly, right? Because it's like sometimes if you like are too like, oh my gosh, thing like if you're too extra with it when you get a compliment, it feels I don't know, just feels weird for me. Not that if anyone that does that, there's nothing wrong with you. There's probably something wrong with me. Mr. Torrance for £2. Thank you. Love Shining and Exorcist. Evil Dead, lovely also. Yes. Oh, The Shining's great. I actually was a Doctor Sleep was a sequel. I didn't mind that one either. It for it's always iffy when you do a sequel, especially to something that's a classic. And so many, what was like 20, 30 years after, it actually held up. It was a good story in its own, or on its own. I liked it. We can set the silent part out loud. Boys rule, girls drool. Justin Martins, thank you for the fine. I don't know why that made me think of Little Rascals when they're like, boys, girls, I love the Little Rascals. So cute. I'm emotional for a guy. It's been an interesting life. Hey, MTV Steve, it happens. We all got our thing, right? Okay. Now, back on to some topics, huh? You know what? I wanted to talk about, is there any Goofy movie fans in here? I gotta find Mike. He shared something that gave me a headache. Not because of Mike, but because of the person that he shared. It was one of the most retarded things I've ever read in my life, and that's saying a lot. Because I am on the internet a lot. Let's see. Might have gotten deleted. I should have screenshotted it. Where is it? Crap. It might be gone. The person might have deleted it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it now. Either that or Mike just reposts a lot. No, it's not on here anymore. Of course not. Am I surprised? No. People say dumb stuff on the internet, and then when they get ratioed, they delete it. Oh, no, 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 no. You're unable to view this post because the owner limits who can view their post. Darn it. So I'm gonna pop this up because I have a cute little thing from a Goofy movie that I want to share. You guys probably seen it, right? If you follow Mike, you've seen it. I'm just gonna pull up his thing. So the person said something about gender dysphoria in the Goofy movie, and I was like, "What?" and of course they limit it because they're dumb. Like, just delete it at that point. Uh, Goofy movie is underrated. Yeah, see, this is what it made me do. That post. It was dumb, but darn it, I should have screenshot it. But you guys seen it probably. Yeah, that was stupid, wasn't it? This is adorable. This is the Goofy voice actor and Max voice actor. Because there's a documentary coming out. Forrest Whitaker. That's what I did when I saw that post. This is cute. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to see the documentary because I don't have Disney Plus, so I'm gonna have to sail the high seas or something. It might already be out now, but there's not just a goof I think is what it's called, a documentary about like the creation of this movie and how Disney didn't even know what they had like on their hands with this, like how just amazing it was. So underrated. The soundtrack of this movie, forget about it. Okay. So Goofy voice actor breaks down Goofy's laugh. This is Bill Farmer, Goofy, and Jason Marsden Max reunite for a Goofy movie 30th anniversary. Bill Farmer breaks down how he does Goofy's iconic laugh. So here, I just thought this was cute.
Seriously.
You guys can hear it, right? Yeah, the Goofy movie sequel wasn't bad either. Let me know if you guys can't hear it, and I'll restart. I'm pretty sure it's
like a cough. Yeah. And then a yeah.
It's like, yeah. Yeah. You know, it's kind of a suck in on that third one. Yeah. You got it. You got it. And they, in the opening scene, they melded ours together.
It wasn't in the script, but I was like, if Max is gonna laugh, you might throw a little yuck and be embarrassed about that because he sounded like his dad. So when I started doing that, I think they added that to the beginning dream sequence. That's
there you do.
That's
how you do
where
it.
we get the big bucks, everybody.
Yes.
he still
I broke
sounds
it down
just
into
like
3
Max.
parts.
Like, I know he's the
Seriously.
actor, but he didn't really do a voice. I love that movie so much. That's one that I need on Blu-ray. Kane's Domains, I remember for 2 months. Thank you. Off to watch the last 2 Hobbit movies extended. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, have a good night, Kane. Sounds like you're in for the night to have a nice, relaxing, quite a few hours. Enjoy. I met Jim Cummings last year. He's so kind. That's the one that the podcast I just showed, right? I think it was. Holy moly. Oh, guys, thank you. I got a few follows over on Criticlist. I was like, why? Everything just blew up. A bunch of notifications right now. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. A very underrated movie. Oh, he's the voice of Pete in a Goofy movie. I'm still blown away by the fact that Charles freaking Martinet does both the voice of Nintendo's Mario and Parathernix from Skyrim. Did I say that right? No, that's Range. Mel Blanc. That was a while ago, wasn't it? I remember let's see, 1989, because my old boss had a bunch of like Looney Tunes. Oh, this was it. Oh my gosh, I just found it. Hold on. Off topic, but my mom was actually my mom's ex and my boss had this. He actually had this up in the restaurant when he wasn't when he passed because it was in 89, but I remember seeing that. It's a very goofy movie. Yeah, that was one of the few. I mean, Disney's had a couple a couple of good sequels. All right, what's this? Is there any? I forgot I had this one up. Schick for 199. Jay believes Goofy is a cow. Jay lives in his own world and does Jay things, and we're just along for the ride. So is anybody here? I found that like people like that I was friends with or am friends with and stuff, they enjoyed this movie, but not a lot of people on the internet that I found enjoy this game. Death Stranding. I watched friends play it and I liked it. I mean I missed some parts because I didn't sit there and watch the whole gameplay, but I know like the story. I watched like start, middle, finish. But Michael Sarnowski is set to direct the live-action Death Stranding movie for A24 and Hideo Kojima. He previously directed A Quiet Place Day 1 and Pig. What's Pig? Sure he will, just like the Metal Gear Solid movie and BioShock movie that are coming out real soon. Oh, the source is Deadline. Never mind. Probably not true. You know, they couldn't even tell the difference between Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton. So, Pig is a Nick Cage movie. Well, I think Death Stranding, if it is made into a movie, could be interesting concept. Um, just live stream as a UPS driver. There was a lot of delivering going on there. All right, what do we got here? What's this one? What is going on with Jenna Ortega? I seen like a picture that didn't seem that bad, but this looks kind of bad. I didn't open this article yet. Why did she like? Who told her that that was a good look? I mean, I don't even know if it's so much the hair. Like the hair doesn't look great, but I think it's the eyebrow. That's like a style that's coming in now, right now though. That girls are dyeing their brows when they have dark hair, and it just doesn't look right. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if this is like an actual look for her, or if she just did something for like a photo shoot, or if she's walking around looking like this all the time. Uh, So Jenna Ortega knows best. Her performance in Wednesday and now A24's Death of a Unicorn has positioned her as Hollywood's Gen Z sage. All right. No. All right, let's skip through. I wanted to see. Maybe she just did it. It doesn't. Okay, that doesn't look as bad as this. I don't know. I think it's the brows. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see. She's supposed to. I actually might go back to the tweet on this. Hold on. Okay. So she reveals why she left. I didn't want to read through all that. I thought it was going to be shorter. Um, so Jenna Ortega reveals why she left the Scream franchise. Was she in 4? She was in 4, right? That's the last one I watched. She says it had nothing to do with pay or scheduling. The Melissa stuff was happening, and it was all kind of falling apart. If Scream 5, or is that 6, wasn't going to be with that team, yeah, of directors and those people I fell in love with, then it didn't seem like the right move for me in my career at the time. This seems look at she looks kind of like really young there. Can't believe the franchise ended right here. Did it though? I thought they were making another one with Nev Campbell. Where's Trey when you need him? Yeah, it might have just been for a photo shoot, trying to be artsy. Quick, so draw some eyebrows on her. It's not as much as the hair. It's just like not trying to down her. She has. I think it might have just been for the photo shoot because there's so many like different outfits. I think that's what it was. It's just that look is like in for some reason right now. The eyebrow thing. It's not really the hair. Like I guess she maybe she kind of has a big forehead, but having her hair like that makes the forehead look bigger. I don't know. I'm not gonna down her. I actually like Jenna Ortega at least as an actress. Um, she has some decent takes. You know, specifically her take on not just wanting strong female roles for the sake of it being a strong female. She wants depth and creativity and a good story, and that's refreshing to hear from someone young because she's very young. Yeah, she's young, like 20s. She looks like an empty shell of an automaton that you download you imprint on. Oh no, gothic flapper look. Yeah, probably. Mark, thank you for the 5. Hollywood tries to get young megastars addicted to things so that they're easier to control. I hope it's not happening now, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. I hope not either. Yeah, we'll see. Hollywood demon styling. Yeah. Be wary of open flames. Hold on. Was that it? Wasn't anything else on that? No. Yeah, the last Scream movie I watched was 4. That was the one with Hayden Panettiere. Um Okay. Let's see. Trying to see if there was anything like, what the heck is this? Ew. Sorry, this is what happens. I don't usually sprinkle. Okay, here. You know what? We'll just cover. Dude, he looks crazy. This we really needed to hear about this because we saw there's the Mickey Rourke and JoJo Siwa drama, which is so funny that we ran into this because we were just comparing her to Bella, whatever her name is. So it's fate, really. What's up, Sherry? That we ran into the Steppenwolf. Hello. Former Nickelodeon star JoJo Siwa breaks down in tears after Mickey Rourke calls her a. He called her gay, huh? Rook made the comment to Siwa, who identifies as LGBTQ. Yeah, whatever. Well, on the British reality show Celebrity Big Brother. The actor was later given a warning for using the homophobic word. I can't even say it. By Big Brother telling him, Mickey, before you entered the Big Brother house, the rules regarding unacceptable language and behavior were explained to you. Oh, see, so I've never in my life heard that word used to refer to a lesbian. It's a term strictly for male homosexuals. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we can. I'm not gonna play the clip because I don't want to get. It's like I'm talking to you. Is she crying? She looks fine. Oh nope, she's crying. Maybe he's confused and he thought she was a boy. Uh, uh, hold on. I guess if I have to, I'll just edit it out. I'm being careful because I had to. The last Saucy got taken down. It was because of 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds, not even exaggerating, from a song from the Thunderbolts trailer, and it blocked my entire stream on Saturday. It cleared up fast. I just removed that little part, but it's so annoying because at first I'm like, Thunderbolts, what? Disney got me? Because normally they let you watch their trailers, but it wasn't. It was literally 2 seconds. It was very annoying. But here, we'll watch the beginning. Chris Hughes praised for calling out Mickey Rourke and comforting JoJo Siwa.
I need a fag. Not talking to you.
You can't say that, Mickey.
I know, but I was talking about a cigarette.
I know you. I know. You can't justify it because it's not right. You can't try and justify things which aren't right.
What I felt when you were over there was like you had.
He made a joke. He literally didn't even like say, "Hey, you." He was talking about a cigarette, and he made a joke pointed at her. Like, when has that term ever been used for a lesbian though? Like, I'm confused. I think that's funny. Also, Big Brother, oh my gosh, back in the day, I rewatched them because like when I was really young when Big Brother first started. My mom is super into Big Brother. I'm into it now. I think that's hilarious. I gotta bookmark that and show Disparu later on Saucy this week because he watches well, he used to watch the UK Big Brother, but the crazy stuff used to happen. And now I've never watched UK Big Brother. I've seen clips from Celebrity Big Brother, which is in the UK. They did 1 or 2 seasons of Celebrity Big Brother in America, but I just watched the, regular American Big Brother. And back in the day, man, these people would say racial slurs like for real. One guy got arrested because he almost like stabbed a housemate. The scene was insane. Like he was sitting there like they were drunk, and this is when they cut the liquor down in the show because you know how these reality shows work. They usually just want to throw all the liquor at you because they want you to do something stupid so they can get it on live TV. these two got really drunk and they were kind of like hooking up and stuff. So they were like kind of like a couple in the house. I don't know. But they're sitting there like kissing, I think. And then like he puts like a knife to her throat and was just like, what if I just killed you right now? And it was like a long clip too. It was crazy. And he ended up getting booted from the house. But yeah, they used to actually say like super racist stuff. On Big Brother. That is so mild. Oh my gosh, get a tissue. The comments, he's a hero. Jojo Siwa is on Celebrity Big Brother UK. Is the UK all right? No, I don't think so. The comments are great. I'm not gonna scroll. Disparu is busy watching coupling. That's true. Based Mickey Rourke. Weak A people. Yeah. Imagine being that weak. I know I have thick skin, but my gosh. I'm so tired of weak people getting the spotlight. Reality TV is a joke. It's true. Rourke is right. All these comments are pro him. That's great. How to cure the LGBTQ in one easy step. Oh, yeah, can't play that. Okay, enough of that. I'm glad that we stumbled upon that. It's really funny. No, Senti. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lark. I got you. Okay. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. I went down a rabbit hole recently of watching old British adverts for brains pork. I'm not proud to admit they made me laugh a lot. What the heck is this? Old British ads. They said that? Oh, was it a cigarette ad? No, probably not. Listen, old British ads are insane. That one chocolate one or something that Disparu showed us on Saucy the one day, I was like, this was on TV? Watch it later. It was a pure misunderstanding blown out by proportions UK. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can tell just by watching. He was like, he basically said that it wasn't Cadbury, no. Well, pork sausage. Okay. There's a British dish called that. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, but he's yeah, you heck word, exactly. Um I yeah, you guys got some crazy ads over there. They're funny. It really explains Ian and Disparu's humor, though, of people that I've interacted with a lot from over there, just based on the ads. Please, Ian, I want to see it. uh Some things, yeah, it's just words. But the fact is, it's not like he came up to her and was being aggressive and said it. He was talking about a cigarette and then made a joke instead of talking about you. And he was just kidding. And she's gonna cry. Like her parents failed her in a couple ways. More ways than one, that's for sure. But my gosh, imagine that just being that fragile. Can't relate. Marker Reality, thank you for the 5. Show announced F&T panel groans, except Gary and Disparu are excited. How is the show going to rate? Oh no, what show? Are you just saying in general when it's a bad show? Because I know Disparu gets very excited over bad shows. He's still keeping his fingers crossed that Willow comes back and She-Hulk. That's his bread and butter. Mate, thank you for the 5. This is why I miss the 90s. We would joke about sex and race, and the attitude at the time was, it's okay, we're past all that. Exactly. It's true. How many, looking back on like, even like the early 2000s, like an example, Mean Girls, there's a scene, they don't put this in stuff anymore because it's not politically correct. But when she's like, "Oh, I've never been to school. I'm homeschooled," and she's like, "What? Shut up!" And she's like, looking around, and Gretchen is like trying to explain to her. She's like, "No, I know what homeschool is. I'm not retarded." Like, because it wasn't ever actually used towards anybody with a mental illness. It was just friends would say to each other. It's like just being mean but like funny to each other. That was a very 90s thing. There was quite a few shows. I think even in Buffy, there's a couple of times that I heard it dropped a few times, the R word. I know, "Why are you white?" You can't just ask people why they're white. Mean Girls is great, it's a gem. I feel like that's one of the only, like, chick flicks. I mean, there's more than one, but that is a super chick flick, like, high school girls, but men enjoy it too because it's funny. Like, it's just, like, ridiculous humor that we don't get much of that stuff anymore. I don't believe this. Real size animals a threat? That's AI. Sorry, I shouldn't be in the For You. I usually stick to following, but I've now branched over to the For You section on X. I should leave it. Is butter a carb? Yes. I loved when she's like, "You wanna go to Taco Bell?" "I can't go to Taco Bell. I'm on an all-carb diet." You're so stupid. Man, I miss good stuff. That was before Tina Fey got super weird. The chimping out scene in Mean Girls is totally not allowed today. Oh, yeah, Animal World and Girl World? Not it's kinda true, though. I mean, when did Mean Girls come out? I think it was before I was in high school, but very accurate. And I even remember my younger sister, who is still a teenager right now, she liked it, so that was definitely, like, past her time. It was 2003? Yeah, so, yeah, it was before I was in high school. Could still relate though, because man, girl world, especially in, like, middle school and high school, it's a scary place. So I love the the boy that's like, "Mom, can you come pick me up? I'm scared." Okay. Alright, I think I'm just double checking and making sure I didn't miss anything. Uh, sorry, the Mickey Rook thing, stop. Oh, you know what? I wanted to bring this up. We'll finish up on this, and then we'll probably talk about some of this on Saucy too. I know it's just a genetically modified, gray wolf, but what I found the funniest about this were all the memes about George R. R. Martin. Like, we get the, dire wolf comes back before he finishes the books. Sorcy, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I know it's just a genetically modified gray wolf, but I think that things that are extinct, you should leave it that way. Like, I don't know who knows what they're doing, cloning and all the funky stuff that I don't want to happen. No, thank you. This is something that's kind of mild, I guess, right? But I don't want them to keep messing around. Things were wiped from the earth, let it be. Exactly, they're about to turn this place into Jurassic Park. First the direwolf, and what's next? But it's just I'm not gonna scroll because I've learned that when you're live on stream, don't scroll on Twitter. But I like the memes that came out, about there was a picture of George holding it, and they're like, "Put down the dire wolf and finish your books, George." They had some direwolf DNA, and they used gray wolves to fill in the blanks. Yeah, wolves are easier to shoot than dinosaurs, that's for sure. Like, I'm okay, dire wolves, alright, but I don't want woolly mammoths walking down the street and smushing people, or I don't wanna open my window and see a T-Rex eye. Please, that's my childhood fear. Because I was so young around Jurassic Park time. That was like a horror film for me when I was a kid, and me and my cousin, if we had ever if there was ever, like, a glass of water near us and, like, like, the ripples in it when the dinosaurs are coming, well, whenever that happened, we would look at each other and we're like, "T-Rex is coming." So, no thanks. I don't want that to be a reality. Please, no. Uh, okay, let me see. Let me see who's on right now. Bring back Sabretooth, or better yet, what's a tit in a boat? Hold on. Now I gotta wait a second. The Titan a boba? A boa? Titan a boa? I don't know words. What is that? of reptile. Is it a snake? Oh! No! No, thank you. I think I'll take a velociraptor over that. Try to, like, kick it maybe. Um Oh. I was gonna It's basis for a Norse myth? Oh, okay, I never heard of it before, but I was that thing is scary looking, man. Nightmare fuel. Trying to see yeah, because some people trying to find someone, like, smaller to send you guys over to. When is Oh, I was gonna send you guys over to Kings, but it looks like he pushed it to tomorrow. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna send you guys over to Kara. I was gonna send you guys over to Kings, or there's a stream that Jay's about to be on that I was gonna send you guys on to, but I can't forward it to them. You know what? Here, I'm gonna send you to Kara, but you know what? Let me do this. Jay's gonna be on this channel. They only have 134 subscribers. So here, let me send you there. If you guys want to go over there and pop some love, I was gonna try to raid them, but it's not letting me. So I will send you guys over to Kara. But if you want to take a second to click on that link, they're gonna be live soon. Tell them I sent you. Go say hi. And also say hi to Kara. And I will see you guys later, actually, because I'm gonna be playing some Sea of Thieves, probably around 9ish. So look out for that. And then after that, I'll see you guys on Saturday for Saucy. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll see you soon if you guys are still up when I'm playing Sea of Thieves. All right, bye.